Hello everybody out there on YouTube. It is I, James, once again, and today I've got a very special model to show you guys. This is the Micro Machines S1 duplex. And yes, Micro Machines did make trains, but most of the trains that they made were stylized after GP40s, the TGV, the ICE trains, the USRA 060s, and some commuter trains. However, some of the one-off locomotives that they made were a 444 type engine based off of the Lionel 442, the 442 Atlantics. And then there's this one. This is the S1 duplex. I would go into the history about it, but at this point every railroad buff worth their metal knows what this engine is. The 6446 steam engine was built in the 1930s and was promptly scrapped in the post-war period in the 1940s as it was a complete commercial failure of an engine. Couldn't go around sharp curves, and it couldn't even haul heavy loads at its maximum rated speed, as the fastest this engine would ever get would be in the 75 mile per hour range, as the massive driving wheels it had could not even grip the rails properly due to the heavy 3-axle trucks that it had in both front and back. So, as you know, this engine was designed by the famous industrial designer Raymond Loewy. He designed several other locomotives, including the Pennsylvania Railroad GG1, the streamlining for the K4s, and yeah, he also designed the modern Coke bottle design that we see today. That's him. So anyway, I purchased two of these S1 duplexes with the intent of turning them into N-gauge models that could run on track. However, when I got one of them today, and I'm kind of regretting my purchase minorly, but oh well, as you can see, here it is. Now I'm going to show you guys this next to another engine I have. This is my Lionel New York Central Hudson, the rough and rugged rails version, and this is supposed to be N-scale compared to this. And you can see how small this thing is. Judging by the pictures that these came by, these looked almost as big as this, in all honesty. They looked a lot bigger, but now I know never to underestimate the idea of micro machines, because these suckers are tiny, legit. This is my pinky finger. This train is as long as my pinky finger. That's nuts. But anyway, this entire engine is made out of plastic, and it has 8 wheels that it rolls on. You can see them right there. And underneath the engine, it reads, it was made in 1995 by Galoob. That's the company that made these. I don't know if this will actually fit on the Micro Machines train track, because I don't think that this engine was made to the same scale as the regular Micro Machines locomotives or cars. In fact, it doesn't even have a coupling at the back. It's got nothing. Just has windows. And this thing is very light. Like, it basically weighs nothing. It probably weighs at most like 5 or 6 ounces. Or not ounces, I should say grams. Yeah, it is that light. It weighs pretty much nothing. And just for laughs, I'm going to show it. So here's my N-scale Northern, and that's how big it is compared to that. It sits on top of the tender. It's smaller than the tender. In fact, I could put it right there in this little flat truck, or gondola, I should say, and it'll... There, now it's pulling a train. Not really. So, What shall I do for my N-scale S1 project? I have no idea. Now I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, get the Oriental Limited version or the Broadway Limited Imports ones. And to that I say no, because one, they're stupid expensive, number two, they're incredibly rare, and number three, they are very prone to breaking. I like my engines to be a little bit more rugged, if you will, so that way they can take a beating on the rails and I won't have to worry about them as much. I guess I'll just have to custom make a body, but what I can do with this is I can use this for a 3D printing project in the future. I know a few friends of mine who have 3D printers, so I'll just have to see if they would be interested. But yeah, I'll show an update video with these little engines as soon as I had to figure out what to do with it. So yeah, I hope you all had an amazing time watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. Also, this is the only video on this Micro Machines vehicle, because there's no other video on YouTube that talks about it. So yeah, woohoo for that. Alright, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.